Typhoon Danna丝topples Archway, floods Tainan temple. Taoyuan's split Typhoon Day sparks confusion and backlash. Chinese landing ship near Taipei sparks invasion fears. Search for Texas missing children continues as flood toll rises. North Korean crosses heavily fortified border into South Korea. Stranded jet becomes unexpected star in Indian tourism campaign. 1 in 10 cars sold in UK made in China. Parisians take historic plunge into Seine River after 100 years.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funny News. It's Tuesday, July 7th, World Chocolate Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Typhoon Dannasse brought powerful winds and heavy rain to Tainan, toppling a 40-year-old archway and non-Christian temple. Flooding reached calf-deep and remained past 8 a.m. Power outages also hit Beimen district. Locals called the damage shocking as 12 massive pillars collapsed. Authorities are pumping out water and assessing the damage. Taoyuan Mayor Zhang Shenzhen faced backlash after announcing Typhoon Day off only for 4 coastal districts. Netizens flooded his Facebook, calling the split decision confusing. He defended the move, saying the city is large and coastal areas like Xingwu and Guanyin faced higher risks. Other districts remained open based on forecasts. A Chinese 072A landing ship was spotted 50 nautical miles off Taipei port, raising alarms. Retired General Shi Huaming warned it signals a crisis as the vessel can carry amphibious tanks and troops, posing a direct threat to Taiwan's capital. And in global news, rescuers in the United States are scrambling to find dozens of children who went missing from a Christian summer camp in Texas during flash floods triggered by a powerful storm. As the death toll from the disaster has risen to at least 50 people, they said 150 others had been rescued in the last 2 days from the area, which lies about 137 kilometers northwest of San Antonio. The chief of the Texas Department of Emergency Management said air, ground, and water-based crews were scouring the length of the Guadalupe River for survivors and the bodies of the dead.
The destructive, fast-moving waters rose 26 feet on the Guadalupe River in just 45 minutes before daybreak on Friday, washing away homes and vehicles. While the National Weather Service said the flash flood emergency had largely ended for Kerr County, the epicenter of the flooding, it warned of more heavy rain to come, maintaining its flood watch. Authorities still have not said how many people are missing beyond the 27 children from Camp Mystic, a Christian summer camp along the river in Kerr County, where most of the dead were recovered. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said an unknown number of visitors had come to the area for an Independence Day celebration by the river.
An unidentified North Korean man crossed the heavily fortified land border separating the 2 Koreas and is in South Korean custody. The South's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the military identified and tracked the individual near the central west section of the military demarcation line and conducted a guiding operation before taking the person into custody Thursday night. Authorities said they plan to investigate the border crossing and do not immediately indicate whether they view the incident as a defection attempt.
The Joint Chiefs said they notified the U.S.-led United Nations Command about the incident and had not detected any immediate signs of unusual military activity by the North. According to the Joint Chiefs, a South Korean military team approached the unarmed North Korean man after detecting him and, after identifying themselves as South Korean troops, guided him safely out of the mine-strewn demilitarized zone that divides the 2 Koreas. Border tensions have flared in recent months as the 2 Koreas have engaged in Cold War-style psychological warfare, with North Korea sending thousands of trash-filled balloons toward the South and South Korea blasting anti-Pyongyang propaganda through loudspeakers.
India's southern state of Kerala has found a unique ambassador to promote its coconut palm-lined beaches, backwaters, and vibrant culture to tourists. A British F-35 fighter jet that has been stranded there since mid-June. The Royal Navy aircraft was forced to make an emergency landing at the airport in the state of capital on June 14th and has been grounded ever since, despite efforts to repair it. An AI-generated image of the stealth aircraft parked on the tarmac, surrounded by coconut trees, has gone viral after it was shared by Kerala's tourism department.
In the viral social media post, the jet can be seen giving the state of Kerala 5 golden stars and calling it an amazing place. Kerala is among India's most popular tourist destinations and markets itself with the tagline, God's own country. It boasts natural beauty along India's southwestern coastline and a rich heritage of classical dances, temple festivals, and vibrant cuisine. The Indian Air Force said last month that it would assist with the repair and return of the F-35, which made an emergency landing while flying over the Arabian Sea off Kerala's coast. A British High Commission spokesperson said the UK had accepted an offer to move the aircraft to the maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility at the airport.
1 in 10 cars sold in the UK in June was made in China. New Chinese brands such as BYD, Jakku, and Omada are growing rapidly in the UK. There has been a particular surge over the past few months, at a time when most other G7 countries have imposed significant extra tariffs on Chinese imports. According to the latest figures from the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, around 18,944 cars made by Chinese-owned brands were sold in June, accounting for 10% of overall UK sales. That is up from 6% in the same month a year ago.
Across the first half of this year, more than 8%, or 1 in 12, of cars sold in the UK were Chinese, up from 5% in 2023 and 2024. Most were electric vehicles. By comparison, a study covering the first 5 months of the year put Chinese brands at 4.3% of the EU market, and just 1.6% in Germany and 2.7% in France. Spain was higher, at 9.2%. Analyst Felipe Munoz said, "The fact that the UK has not imposed tariffs is a big opportunity for the Chinese, along with the popularity of electric cars." However, some industry leaders warn the UK may struggle to compete and could need to introduce quotas. Chinese firms and their franchises have also been buying up car showrooms.
Cries of "It's warm" ran out across the Seine on Saturday morning as Parisians jumped into the river illegally for the first time in over 100 years. Public swimming was allowed in designated areas, including 2 newly built wooden decks near the Eiffel Tower and Ile Saint-Louis. Before sunrise, a municipal officer skimmed the last patches of algae with a fish net. Soon after, a line of eager Parisians formed, towels in hand, waiting to jump in. Cheers and cries of joy echo along the river banks as the first swimmers enter the emerald green water.
Every swimmer wore a bright yellow lifebuoy tied around their waist, part of strict safety measures enforced by a dozen lifeguards in high-visibility vests. The current was weak, just enough to tug gently at their limbs. The return to swimming follows a €1.4 billion cleanup project tied to last year's Olympics. Officials now say the Seine meets European water quality standards on most days. Mayor Anne Hidalgo, who had already taken a dip last year, was there Saturday morning, holding up a transparent bottle filled with river water as a show of confidence. Environmental authorities confirmed bacteria levels were well below official thresholds.
The answer for yesterday was C, escalate. The dispute between the two companies began to escalate after the failed negotiations. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. 1 in 10 cars sold in UK made in China. Number 1, impose. 强加有指规定、税收、限制等. The government imposed a curfew to maintain order during the crisis. Number 2, electric. 电动的. He bought an electric car to reduce his carbon footprint. Number 3, account for. 解释说明原因. She's late again, accounting for the delay in the meeting. Online sales are accounting for a growing share of total revenue. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. The history of chocolate dates back around 2,500 years. The Aztecs loved their newly discovered liquid chocolate to the extent that they believed the god of wisdom, Quetzalcoatl, had gifted it to them. Cocoa seeds were even used as currency. When chocolate became sweet in 16th century Europe, it quickly gained popularity and became one of the many households' favorite treats. many modern chocolate companies began operations in the 19th and early 20th centuries. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune in to FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host, and I will see you next time.